bit more. So tonight we're doing another live chat, and let me just check everything. And thank you, Life of Pi, for joining channel members at the mini level. Yeah, so thank you, Claudia, for explaining that. So whenever I enable slow mode, that just means that when I do a live chat, if I don't have slow mode on and there's a lot of people on, then I can't, I really can't even read the chat to like even respond to it. So slow mode is kind of required. Somebody's saying maybe I'll have a tan to go with my new look. I don't tan. I personally don't think it's necessary. And I think the sun can be bad for your skin, especially when you are fair-skinned. It's my personal opinion. Yeah, so slow chat's just something I've been doing for a while. And questions about when I'm going back to Vegas? I'm not sure. I really don't know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the sun has been shown to be prematurely aging. Obviously, there's the risk of skin cancer. I'm fine with how I look. And then, I mean, there are sunless tanner products, but like, first of all, you have to like stain everything in your house just to use them. It's not worth it. Thank you, Martin, for the 880 super chat for the next wine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So tonight, yeah, I just don't really feel like drinking, to be honest. I'm not a huge drinker. So, yeah. It's just didn't really feel like it. Can't drink all the time. And I know the lighting's like not the greatest here. So sorry about that. I'll probably get better lighting soon. I just don't have it with me right now. So for everyone who's gonna say, "Are you tired?" Maybe, but it's also late here. I haven't done table games in a while. Why? I'm not in Vegas anymore. I only have the content that I have that I got before I left, and I didn't have the chance to film table games and film slots. Just didn't have the bankroll for it. So yeah, this is a live chat. No gambling tonight. I'm in Toronto. Everything's closed here, so. I mean, it says live chat, but I don't know. Nothing about gambling at all. Thank you, Christian, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Yeah, so comments about like losing videos recently. Well, that's just the content I got. Honestly, I had kind of a bad run before I left, unfortunately, and there's not much I can do about that. I made a video about this before. It was a like live chat type video, but it was entitled like, am I losing too much? And I explained everything about how at least I run my channel personally, and you can look into that. But the short answer is that it actually costs more money to only post winning videos. So thank you, Jerry, for the $100 super chat. Take this for you. Good dinner, etc. Enjoy. Get a good bottle of wine. Come back to the U.S. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I hope to come back soon. Thank you, Joshua, for the $5 super chat. Any plans to go back to Vegas? Heading there in May. Yeah. So again, when am I going back? I don't know. Probably not for a while, to be honest, guys. So sorry. I know I miss it too. However, I am a Canadian citizen. There's nothing I can do about where I was born. Thank you, Danny, for the $20 super chat. Just rock wherever you are. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I also like to keep it real too. Like, I'm not here to only show, like, you guys see it all. Wins, losses, you guys see what happens with the bankroll that I have. Yeah, so it did snow in Toronto, actually. It was like beautiful weather the whole time I was in quarantine, and then literally the day I was allowed to leave, it snowed. I posted, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, but I posted like onto my stories. So the tulips were all coming up because it was such nice weather, and the tulips and the daffodils, which is honestly my favorite part about spring. And they got a nice covering of snow. Thank you, Scumbag Daryl, for the $2 super chat. Find winning bid 2 slot game next time, please. I've never seen that one. Is that a new one or an old one? What happened to the bangs? I thought you looked great. I shaved them off. No, they're just behind the headband. I just pushed them back. They were kind of like, honestly, I just didn't want to fight with them today. So I sleep with an eye mask, like one of those like silk eye masks. Very bougie, I know. Actually, I don't know. I guess I have like crappy eyelids. They just don't work really. So anyway, so I cannot sleep unless it's like very dark. So I use one of those eye masks, but they always like, my bangs always look crazy when I wake up. Thank you, Vic, for the $5 super chat. Marry me for the green card. No, thank you, but thank you. Thank you, Rafi, for the $5 super chat. Parlez-vous français? Oui, je peux parler français. Oui. Have I tried Miss Vicky's spicy dill pickle chips? No, that sounds really good, actually. I don't do earplugs, but I do the eye mask. Well, thank you, Brendan, for the $5 super chat. Love your channel, from your neighbor in Hamilton. Thank you. Yeah, that's the whole point of those. I get a silk one because, like, I don't know. I read somewhere that, like, silk doesn't, like, tug on your skin, so you don't get wrinkles. So I use a silk one. Uh-huh. Do I know Shania Twain and Wayne Gretzky? Yeah, I know them both personally. Oh. Do you? Yeah, they're my next door neighbors. You probably know more famous people than I do. Need more proof. 684 en français. Like 684? 684. And then somebody was asking, isn't it dark when you close your eyes? It's not dark enough. I think I have like transparent eyelids or something. They're too thin. They're not good enough. Trust me, once you start sleeping with an eye mask, you're like, wow, my eyelids really don't work that well. Maybe that's just a me thing. What was I gonna say? Oh, somebody asked if I had Tim's. No, but actually, so I don't know if they have Second Cup in the US, but that's like a Canadian, I think it's a Canadian chain of coffee, kind of like a Starbucks or a Tim Hortons, similar thing. But I went to Second Cup, which I actually kind of like the most, to be honest. But they have this cinnamon toast latte. It was so good. At least for me. It was very sweet. If you don't like sweet things, you're not going to like it. But it wasn't like disgustingly sweet. You know what I mean? In my opinion. Why is your hair pulled back? Are you growing your bangs? I mean, I am growing them because I cut them too short, but I'm not. I think I'm going to keep them for a while, but I just didn't feel like dealing with them today. Yeah, it's good to switch it up. But yeah. Because, like, they're a little too short to style. Like, it's hard. I've been finding it's harder to style them because I cut them too short. But thank you, Robert, for the $2 super chat. So, what was your major in college? I did biochemistry and cell biology. Thank you, Greg, for the $2 super chat. Canadians and their elitist coffee. Isn't Starbucks, like, supposedly the bougie coffee? And that's American, so I don't know what you're talking about. The restrictions in Ontario making you want to go back to Vegas. Yeah. I'm like, why did I come back again? I kind of had to come back, but it's okay. I'll be back soon, guys. No biggie. What was your first car? I actually have never owned a car on my own. So nothing. A bicycle. Yeah, I don't know. Because I've just kind of lived in a city for so long. Just never had a car. Now I haven't driven for like 8 years. Play something hot next time. Okay, Christian. Oh, how stupid. I was just picking the cold machines on purpose. Guys, I'm not marrying anyone for a green card. I really don't need it that badly. It's okay. Like, I'm okay. How can you not drive? I can drive. Well, I'm legally able to drive. I don't need to drive. I live in Toronto. It's a city. Everything I need is like within walking distance. And then if I really need something out of the way, then I'll take an Uber or I'll take the subway. But mostly I just, like, everything I need is in like a 10-minute radius. I love living in the city. Should be working, but here you are. Uh-oh. Don't tell your boss. Or unless you meant like working on your own thing. I don't know. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. In that case, you can do whatever you want. Do you attend Leafs games? No, I have not been to a Leafs game. I've been to a Blue Jays game a couple times. How often do I work out? I try to work out every day. Pretty much every day. I mean, if I'm really like tired or not feeling well, then I won't. Obviously, with COVID, it's like with all the lockdowns and stuff. I shouldn't say that word. Get demonetized. With the current situation, it's like gyms are closed, so it's been like a little harder. I was doing home workouts, still am. I also like to go for walks and stuff. You're still allowed to do that. I have a weird and funny question. Are you ticklish? If so, where? Please answer. I am pretty ticklish. I'm pretty ticklish most places, like the typical, you know, like your ribs. Thank you, Party Marty, for the $2 super chat. Actually, I'm quite ticklish, like everywhere. Any really good sushi places in Toronto if you don't eat it? I really like sushi, but I don't know about good. Like, there's like so many sushi places in Toronto. I haven't been to like any like good fancy ones. I'm sure there are like really good ones. I don't like, to me, like, I don't mind going to like kind of just like a local place and like, you know, near me, because like I'm sure it's fine, it's good. But I can't eat a ton of sushi because I'm allergic to shellfish, so a lot of it has like shrimp and crab and stuff, and I can't eat that. So I really only get like the actual fish stuff. Like I really like salmon, tuna, you know, yellowfin, like the basics. I love salmon sashimi though. So good. Thank you, Mr. Sarge, for the $5 super chat. You like the Albertez in Vegas? I do, yes. It is one of my favorite places to play. What kind of music do you listen to when working out? Mostly like pop dance stuff. Also like sometimes like indie pop. No, I like fish. I just can't eat shellfish. Technically, shellfish aren't like, I mean, they're like what, crustaceans and arthropods. Anyway, whatever. Why aren't you doing any more live streams at the casino? I'm home in Toronto. I'm no longer in Vegas. It's just, I'm a Canadian citizen. I guess like maybe there's a lot of people that like didn't, I don't know, like I feel like like the way I used to do my channel was like pretty much the way it is now. That, you know, I would go to Vegas for a little bit, stream, film, and then come back, and you wouldn't see streams for a while, and then I'd go and do it again. And then because of the current situation, I decided to take an extended trip and stayed there for a lot longer. Did a lot of streaming because I was there. And now I'm back because I'm not a permanent resident of the US. So that's simple. Everyone should know this. If a reply from you is ever to link to buy or sell something and contains a link. Yeah, so there's a lot of spammers and stuff. If you ever see anything about like, you know, Bitcoin, or like if anybody's telling you to like give them their money personally or their personal information, it's a scam. Okay, guys? And all my official links are in the description. If you're ever confused, send me a DM. Be like, is this you? I will tell you if it's me or not. I mean, I raised expectations. I mean, I guess, but I said like every time people ask me like, did you move? I said no, I'm just here on an extended trip, like multiple times. I didn't. You guys made me. You know, you guys. I didn't say anything. Is this me? It's me. Could I respectfully ask how tall you are? I am 5'6". So. Thank you, Ed, for the $10 super chat. Will I move there in a somewhat permanent state? I have no idea. I have options. Those immigration always takes a lot of time and money and bureaucracy, and it's not something you can't just like pack your bags and go. So you know, maybe, you never know. But I'm not making any promises, just like I never did. If I say something on my channel, it's like I don't say things that aren't true. This would be 1,000 if you had a glass of vino. Oh, well, too bad. Do, do. He said Taylor Swift was good. She's amazing. Excuse me. Scatter pays or lines. I actually prefer. I prefer scatter pays. I think. How you doing cutting your hair? I don't hate the way my bangs turned out, but they're a little too short, and that means that it's like kind of hard to like. So, you know, when you're blow drying it, you kind of put your brush here. Anyway, it's a little harder because there's like not as much hair to grab. So with my round brush, so it's like sometimes they look crazy, and I just don't feel like dealing with it. So got a headband. Oh, thank you, Scriptor64, for the $5 super chat. Hi, sweet Sarah. Bangs or no bangs, you rock. It's good to see you guys. Has Saturday Night Live ever asked you to host the show? No. Thank you, Osmond, for the $5 super chat. Oh, thank you, Alan. No worries, Maria. What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, about Saturday Night Live? Like, is that show even still on? You know, I actually don't think I've ever fully seen an episode of Saturday Night Live. I've seen like clips on YouTube, but I don't think I've ever actually watched the show. No, I don't think I have. Does playing the reel short, like rapid spinning, does playing the reel short have any benefits rather than letting them fully spin? The benefit is that you can play faster. It's still random. I don't know what to do. I listened to a Taylor Swift song and didn't hate it. That's because she's awesome. Do I like video poker? It's okay. Not really, to be honest. Unless if it has a free games. I like games with free games. Favorite casino game? Probably Ultimate Texas Hold'em if you're going for like table games. Favorite slots kind of changes. Usually I would say Buffalo, but Buffalo's been giving me nothing lately. What do I do for work? I do this. I do YouTube. Yeah. My residence, yeah, so I will be moving places soon, so when I get my new place, I'll probably have better lighting and better everything, really. I'm not in Vegas. I'm in I'm in a short-term rental in Toronto, and I will be moving to another short-term rental. Anyway, it doesn't matter, guys. It's good. Because I don't know where I'm going to live long term. Yeah, no wine tonight. God, you guys just want me to get drunk. Like, you bad influences. Like, how would you rank Taylor's new album against her past ones? Ooh, good question. Lyrically, I think it was actually one of the. I mean, I lump Evermore and Folklore like kind of together as like the same album. They're sister albums. Lyrically, it was definitely like a lot more interesting these last two albums, but she's had like really good lines before. They're just like over. It's just like every album just has like a different essence to it. Like they're not really comparable. It's just different styles. I don't know. They're all good. I'm actually kind of excited for her to re-release her her first album. Like her debut album. She's gotten to be a better singer, obviously. Is your family supportive of doing YouTube as a career? Absolutely. They don't care. Like, I'm paying for my own housing and food. Doing pretty good, so what's not to like? Have you ever met Taylor Swift? No, never. Would be cool. I mean, like, I really love her like music and stuff. Like, I stand that, but I accept that you don't actually know the person that, like, you don't really know who these people are. So it would be cool to meet her, but I think people get like expectations of who they think somebody is based on like what they've seen from, you know, just their music and their, like from one facet. Like you know that person from like a very small part of that person. So I've never done a meet and greet with her at one of her concerts. Those are really expensive and really hard to get. Do I feel like a celebrity? Not in the slightest. Most famous, important person you've met? I don't know. The most important person is like my mom. Lady Gaga's good too. I've never met famous. Like, I don't know famous people. That must have been a early Dua Lipa then, because I'm pretty sure it would be a lot more expensive now. Do you have color on my forehead? No, I have a pimple, okay? Like, leave me alone. And this is like my little baby hairs growing in. bangs are underneath my headband. Need a Buffy pic in the background. I know. My old live streams had that. She's safe though, don't worry. Trying to find you on social media, Sarah. All the links are in the description of this video. Hit the description. Sense a lack of Treasure Turd. Treasure Turd is working tonight. Sadly, she will have to miss the live chat. I know, we all miss her. She makes things better. So do you all. I shouldn't say that, but she is very funny, in my personal opinion. Yeah, I like the video. If you like hanging out with me, chillin'. Apparently I need to get drunk. I guess it does. Like, I get it. Like, it's a little more entertaining, but I just can't drink that much. Like, I don't know. I need days off. Am I a morning person? 100%. I love mornings. Mornings are the best time of the day, in my opinion. I don't know. I love waking up early and being all alone, nice quiet, you know, you have your tea or your coffee. Well, I drink tea. Yeah, I don't know. I like to plan my day, journal, it's all good. Do I like matcha tea? I really like matcha tea, but I don't love making it. Like, I prefer just to use a tea bag, but it's good. Do you ever get a feeling about a slot, like maybe you're headed to one slot and then the feeling comes over you about one you're passing and you play that one instead? If so, did you win on it? Maybe, but not anything significant. That's funny, Paul. Yeah, morning workouts are great too. Do I think Circa's good? Circa's a really nice casino. I don't have permission to film tables there, only slots. I didn't have a ton of luck on the slots there, but from what I could tell from like looking at their table games, I think their table games are pretty good. So maybe play those. But people can win just because you have bad luck someplace. It's a small sample. You never know. So could just be I'm terribly unlucky, which is probably true. John, you're a sick puppy. Yeah, the other problem with Circa and like the D and even the Golden Gate to an extent, I like playing at those properties, but they're all owned by the same person, and that person likes to play their music very loud in their casinos. I've asked to have it lowered, but that was a no-go, so it's also a little hard to film there. Yeah, if you watch, like, I just uploaded a video that I took at the D, and like literally the bass was like shaking my camera, so you know, it can get you flagged a lot easier. Just harder to deal with. Most of my videos, like if you'll notice, like 99% of my videos do not get flagged for copyright because my mic makes a huge difference, and with my edited videos, I have like a audio editing process that really works quite well, but it's not perfect. And there's just some casinos, like I also find the Plaza, I tend to get flagged a lot there, even when they turn the music down. For some reason it's still like YouTube's able to like catch it there. I don't know if it's like the specific music that they play, but upstairs at the D is quieter. It's actually not. Not anymore. Hey, Chan, good to see you. Can you please play Ocean Magic one day? I feel like I have a video of that randomly on my channel. It's not a game I particularly like, but you never know what I'll play on my channel. Thank you, Daver, for the $2 super chat. Sorry I'm late. Runt the cat says hi. Hello, hello. I don't think Detroit allows filming, but you know, I have not been there, nor have I asked. Do you ever play for fun and not just to film? So to me, like, that's kind of not really an accurate question because filming is fun for me, but I always film when I play. Do I ever not film? No, I always film when I play. You're missed every night. What a fun run that was. Hope we can do it again in the future. You never know. You never know. When I know, you guys will know. Give a shout out to your English fans. Hello. Thank you, Jose, for the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. I have a window open, yeah, so you might be able to hear the traffic noises. What fragrance do I wear playing slots? I have two that I have. One is kind of a stupid name, but it's Marc Jacobs. It's Daisy Love Oh So Sweet. I don't know, some variation of the Daisy fragrances. I think it might have been a limited edition one too, but I really like that one. I usually don't like sweet fragrances, but that one I actually do really like. It's kind of got like a raspberry kind of smell to it. It's not like cotton candy sweet, you know? Then the other one is Jasmine Neroli, which smells quite strongly of jasmine, and that is from brand is the Seven Virtues, I think. I don't know. That one I really like too. That's the one I'm wearing now, actually. Yeah, it smells so good. It smells like jasmine. I like jasmine. I commented once that Planet Moolah was not a high limit slot, so you don't like playing it. Specify. I mean, it's not really high limit. I just find like it's probably not exactly what I said. What I probably said was, unless maybe I did, I don't know. I said it's a small bet and a lower volatility game unless you hit like the Unicow. But the way I find with Planet Moolah generally goes is like you'll put in $300. You might play for you might have like a 25-minute session, and then at the end you're gonna get like a few crappy bonuses, and it's like just don't win on that game really. It's in my opinion a lower volatility game, but. Thank you, Bonnie, for the $5 super chat. Have you ever had any luck at Caesars? I'm staying there in June. Love your channel. Thank you so much. I haven't played too much at Caesars properties in general because I don't have permission to film there. But I hope you have good luck. Have I signed my first autograph yet? Yeah, a couple of people have asked me for my autograph, and I'm like, do I put Sarah's Law Lady? Like, what do you want? What is my name? Are restaurants open up there? No, not only for like takeout. Favorite Disney animated movie? Ooh, that's a hard one. Probably Beauty and the Beast. I like Aladdin too, though. Life partner preference, Canadian or the US? It doesn't matter to me. It's not like on my checklist. Yes, the old one, not the new one. I didn't care for the new one personally. I don't really like the remakes that much. I've ranted about this before, so we won't rant about it again. But I just like to leave well enough alone. And the only remakes that are good are the Taylor Swift re-releases because she's actually changing. She's adding things, so they're better. Those are the only remakes we allow. The sound went up? I may have hit the microphone. Sorry. Thank you, G Times, $5 super chat. Do you ever go to the SoCal casinos like San Manuel? I've been to San Manuel a long time ago. It's been a while. I've also been to Agua Caliente. They're not places I go to super regularly, just because they're well, San Manuel's like super hard to get to, and like because it's like a crazy long drive. But thank you, David, from like the airport for the $2 super chat. You are an oasis in the desert of troubles. Thank you. But yeah, it was a nice casino. It was a little harder for me to film there. This was a while ago too, but it was just really busy. So that's the only thing I would say is just it can get quite busy. But I think they've expanded their casino since I've been there, so I don't know. Thank you, Jeff, for the $20 super chat. Hi, Sarah. Wishing you love, luck, happiness, and a huge jackpot. Cheers. Oh, thank you. How long have I been gambling? So the legal gambling age in Ontario is 19, so since then. But obviously not as much back then. Yeah, I was super busy. Like I had to wake up at the crack of dawn just to like get ready and then like make, because I was staying at their hotel and they have like a shuttle from the hotel to the casino, and I had to like, I tried to get like the first shuttle that I could, so I would have like a couple hours of filming before it started to get busy. And thank you, Gabe, for the $2 super chat. Hola, Sarah. Thank you. Hello to you. Likes are nice. Like the video. If you only gamble for profit, you'll end up chasing your tail. Well, nobody wins at House Advantage Games in the long run. We all know that. Hello, Jeff. I think the other thing about wine is that it kind of gives you something to do when you're like waiting for a question. Oh, gotcha, Michael. How long did it take me to reach 1,000 subscribers? I don't remember, actually. So smoking. I don't smoke. Cigarettes or marijuana. I don't like it. So most of the Vegas casinos are quite smoky, in my opinion. There are some that are better than others. The Park MGM is actually smoke free. Circa's not bad, obviously, because it's brand new. But they're all pretty smoky, to be honest. Everybody's smoking. Cosmo's not bad, but if it can get smoky in there if it's busy. But yeah. Do I play sports? It's been a while. I used to play sports quite mediocrely. Here, I'm actually gonna move this microphone up a little bit so I won't knock into it. The plaza is not too bad, but it can be smoky sometimes. I find like the bigger the property, usually you're better off. But then again, I found Caesar's pretty, like I walked through there once and I found it like quite smoky. Thank you, Dan, for the £5 super chat. All the way from England. What's the best slot to play? I'm back in Vegas soon. The best one is the one you enjoy. Don't I work for MGM? Nope. I don't work for any casino. I work for myself. Doing the YouTubes. Did I see Karate Kid in Vegas yet? I wasn't there when I was there, but they might have it now. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they need to like about the cigarette smoke. Like I don't know if there's like some sort of like filter they could add or something. I don't know. Have I gotten any YouTube play buttons yet? Yep, I have my 100K one. I don't work for Google. I'm not like an employee. If I don't make videos, I don't make money. Google's not paying me money. Negative pressure filtration systems, yeah. I don't know. They were smoke, actually all the casinos in Deadwood were smoke free. It was nice. So. What do I look like without makeup? If you go to my Instagram and then go to my Instagram TV, I did some like get ready with me live streams and I didn't wear any makeup. So there you go. I pretty much look the same, maybe a little more tired. I'm not even wearing that much now, to be honest. What's the worst part about being a YouTuber? I don't know. I mean, it can be stressful. Because like, yeah, trolls, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, like your income is based on your output and how videos do, so there's nothing really to fall back on. I mean, there always is something, but I mean like specifically on YouTube. I mean, I could do lots of things. This is a question about those like videos that say how much does so-and-so make in a month. In my opinion, they are not accurate. I would not put any stock into it. And honestly, who cares what other people's make? Like what other people's income is? Like, are you their accountant? No, so I don't think it really matters. It's none of my business. It's none of your business, in my opinion. Like, so I will just say like, any videos that you see about me like that are not accurate. When you first created your channel, do you have backup names in mind in case Slot Lady was already taken? No, part of the reason I chose Slot Lady was because it was not taken. It's literally what I was doing, like, just wondering where you get the money for your gambling. Making YouTube videos. If you Google how to make money on YouTube, it'll explain to you. Thank you, Fidel, for the $10 super chat. Sarah, I'm in love with your beautiful smile. I'm a loyal fan of yours. Keep up the good work. Thanks for all you do. Oh, thank you. Who did your new logo design recently? Actually, a local graphic designer. Any new merch? Not recently. I don't know, Tim, you'll have to start your own YouTube channel and find out, won't you? Let's just say I earn enough to comfortably live and to support my channel and run it with the limits that I play. Hope that helps. I live in quite a nice area, actually. Like, where I'm living now is like one of the nicer parts of Toronto. It's downtown Toronto. When you live in the city, you will hear sirens. It doesn't matter what part of, like, unless you live in the burbs, which who wants to live there? Do I ever play past your limits? Never. I am extremely, extremely good at budgeting my money and always sticking with it. Thank you, Daver, for the $2 super chat. You have so many loyal fans. We love you, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you, Carl, for the $10 super chat. Love your channel. Look for you sometimes when I play at the El Cortez. Your very practical approach to gaming, which is refreshing. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Have a good night, Chris. Any good Italian restaurants in Toronto? I'm sure there's a ton. I don't know. I'm not really that good at restaurants. Like, they all pretty much taste the same to me. Like, I can't. Like, some are maybe slightly better than others, but it's like, we're talking about like, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like the difference between like a 7 and an 8, maybe. Like, pretty much all food is around, like, ranges anywhere from like a 5 to an 8, right? I like to cook, yeah. I like to cook my own food. I'm pretty particular about what I eat, so. I prefer my own food to most restaurant food, to be honest. Not saying that they're bad. Most restaurants are good, but I just feel like I make just as good, if not better, food for like way less. I wish I could make a steak as good as when I go to a good place. I can't help you with the lobster, but steak, brine it, dry brine. Basically, like, you just salt it like maybe an hour or so before you cook it, put it in the fridge, let it dry out, and then you've got a nice juicy steak. I usually rinse it just before I cook it, just so it's not too salty, but. What are some of the foods that you eat? See, Kim K knows. I don't know. I'm pretty basic. Like, I'm not that interesting. Oh, you're so mean to me. I do not have a Canadian accent. I personally almost never season my meat beyond like salt and pepper. Like, but if you brine your meat, you don't need to because it'll just be so good on its own. I mean, you can add like sometimes I'll add like sauce to it, like like sriracha or something. But most of the time, like the meat I make is like so good that you don't even need it. Not that I really like to me, if you're gonna have a steak, like the steak is good. But if you're putting like beef in like like an Asian style dish, then yeah, you're gonna add like spices and stuff. But if you're making like a dish all together, but if you're just having like chicken legs, then just have the chicken leg. I don't know, that's just how I feel. But if you're like cutting up the chicken and making like like a stir fry or a soup or whatever, like you're gonna add different flavors. But wait, your food is good or better than most restaurants in Toronto? I mean, I haven't been to that many restaurants in Toronto, so maybe not, but most of the restaurants that I go to me, like, no food is ever going to be good enough for the price that I'm going to pay for it. So I just cook my own food. So I'll go out to eat more in like Vegas where it's comped, but if I'm paying out of my own pocket, I will not, like, unless I'm like meeting friends or like it's a social thing, then no. Like, in my opinion, there's no food on earth that's like a 10 out of 10. It's probably like controversial. The Plaza Nachos are like a 9 out of 10. Maybe 8.5. Not mom's cooking. Mom's spaghetti. Like an Olympic judge. Yeah, exactly. Can you say hi to Alex and Danny? We love your channel. Hello, Alex and Danny. Stand up, want to see how tall you are. 5'6". I can't stand up. You're not going to see. You're going to see, like, my belly. Yeah, I mean, it's, like, I like going out to eat. Literally not even for the food, though. Just for the social aspect of it. And then I'm kind of like, well, okay. Like, we could do anything then. Thank you, Aces of Pear, for the $5 super chat. Followed your lead. Bought a porterhouse. It's in the fridge. Salt it, grill it Friday. So I don't know how big that steak is, but that might be too long to brine a steak. Or is that a chicken? So depending on how thick the meat is, you're gonna want to if it's a thin, like if it's a steak, which is like this big, like you're not gonna want to salt it for that long because it might end up too brined. But if it's a thick, like chicken leg, which is like this thick, then you're gonna want to brine it overnight. I thought it was a steak, right? So hopefully that doesn't end up too bad. Anyway, you should have DM'd me. I would have told you. The timing of brining depends on the type of meat that you're doing. You might be okay though. Like with lamb shoulder. So I like, but how thick is it? Like a prime rib roast, you're gonna want to brine at least overnight, because it's a big roast. With like when I do my lamb shoulder, 2 inches. So that's like, is that like I guess that's pretty thick. That might be okay. We're talking about brining meat, okay? It's very important. It'll change your life. Have I tried sous vide? No, because I don't want to buy the thing and it takes so long. Because maybe with a porterhouse you'll be okay. Because with like a lamb, so I like lamb shoulder chops the best. I actually like it better than the like ribs or the legs. I don't know why I keep whistling. So, it's kind of driving me nuts. But I do it in the morning and then I'll cook it at night. So a few hours. It also depends on how tough the meat is. If porterhouse is like really tough, then it might be okay. I don't buy steaks that often. So sorry. Sally is a foodie. I'm not really a foodie. I'm a brining enthusiast because I know it'll change your life. Google dry brining and like the first thing is like from like some chef website and it'll say like why dry brining is like the best thing ever or something like that. Like it's not just me here. Because you're getting a cold? No, I don't know what it is. I'm not sick at all. It's like kind of whistling through my teeth. I don't know. Must be the way I'm holding my mouth. Porterhouse is a strip and a fillet together. Okay. Thank you, Aces of Pear, for the $5 super chat. I will not hold you accountable for what I did. LOL, porterhouse is extensive and better cut. Okay. Again, maybe because it's so thick, it might be okay. I would also rinse it maybe before you cook it and grill it, and then, I don't know. You'll have to tell me. It'll be an experiment. But if it's too salty, then don't blame brining. You might just, is brine bought or do you make your own? It's literally just salting your meat. It's just salt. I mean, you can make a wet brine, but I never do wet brines. Dry brining is where it's at. Wet brine, Dry brine, always. Let's talk gaming. Any plans of doing another scratch ticket video? Maybe. Sorry, there's somebody's like, you're a very chill person. Like, what are 2 things you get passionate about? And it's like dry brining your meat and Taylor Swift. Oh, and don't remake things. And Pokemon Snap. Any special salt, of course, fine. I usually do like a kosher salt, but honestly, any salt will work. But I don't like it to be too coarse, but I don't want it to be like fine table salt either. Yeah, I wouldn't do a coarse salt. Kosher salt's usually better. It's okay to remake crappy movies. Mike, try dry brining. It's better than lime juice. Trust me. 100%. You can use sea salt too. It honestly does. I've used sea salt. Salt is salt. I mean, when it comes down to the chemistry of it, it's salt. Gordon Ramsay does not say dry brining is rubbish. You're full of it. Sodium chloride does all the same things. From a chemical level, it'll be the same. Rubbish is an English term, so I believe he said it. Yeah, but Smithy's English, so. I think he's pulling my leg. What time is it in Toronto? 10 o'clock. 10:05. Do you really speak German? Ja, ich kann Deutsch sprechen. The real question is, how do you like your steak cooked? I'm usually a medium rare kind of person. I don't like it too cooked. I don't like it too not cooked. Kannst du Deutsch sprechen? It's very true, Danny. I should have said sprechen. Kannst du Deutsch sprechen? Why remake a bad movie? You can remake bad movies to make them better. How long did I have braces for? I never had braces, actually. I just got lucky. See, this tooth is crooked, and these are crooked. So I actually never had braces. True story. Ask my mom. What happened to the lemon? I prefer my new logo. That's what happened. Did I ever make my own brats? No, but I used to like cut and sew their like clothing. Tu es très bon avec la main. Merci. Danke. No, they're not that crooked. They're a little crooked. They're very like close together though, so I always get things stuck in my teeth. It's quite annoying actually. I do like my new logo. Yep, the slot lady. Of course. I wouldn't have paid for it if I didn't like it. I think it just suits me a little bit more. Also, the lemon, people really didn't get it, so. Thank you, Long Shot, for the $5 super chat. Good evening, Sarah. How many cavities do you have? None, because I brush and floss twice a day. Yeah, it kind of is like it's classic Vegas. That's what I was going for. Just very gambling. Do you have any plans to do slots in England? Aren't you guys locked down? If you have fillings, you don't have cavities anymore. That's very true. Have I watched The Blacklist? Is it called The Blacklist Sarah or just The Blacklist? Because that's not how I spell my name. So I'm not sure if you're addressing me or not. Thank you, RTT, for the $5 super chat. Do you watch Better Call Saul? I actually did see most of it. Did I see all of it? I think so. It was good, actually. I quite liked it. The Blacklist, I have not. Okay, so it is just The Blacklist. That makes more sense. I did not watch Blacklist, so I don't know what that's about. Yeah, I spell it with the H. I know my mom gave me like the most short, boring name in the world, and it gets misspelled all the time. Thanks, Mom. At least give me a cool name. I've not been to WinStar, but I'm sure it would be fun to go there. Will you be going to the new Resorts World on June 24th? Don't know. Thank you, Aces of Pear, for the $5 super chat. Regards, remake movies. Always watch the original the same night the remake. Two good ones to watch are Sabrina and the Thomas Crown Affair. Okay. Have I seen Dark on Netflix? No. I actually don't watch that much TV. What have I watched? I actually haven't watched a show since Alice in Borderland. Aw, thank you, Callie, for the $2 super chat. This Leo, my first super chat I learned from Sissy. Oh, that's cute. I don't know, just nothing has really like tickled my fancy. It's all right. Like, I'm not gonna change my name or anything, but I did wish when I was a kid that I had a cooler name. I don't know what. I always liked the name Gwendolyn. I haven't seen Angel yet, but I should watch it soon. Spell that. Sadly was not Boris Lally. Gwen or Gwenny is cute. Gwendolyn's such a pretty name. Way better than Sarah. Hey, Treasure Chair, thank you for the $5 super chat. Still chatting. Nice. Yeah, I waited for you. Actually, I was just about to go, but I can hang on for another few minutes. Gwyneth Paltrow did name her child Apple, and her child is old now. It's like a teenager. She is like a teenager, I'm pretty sure. Have I ever been recognized outside a casino? No. A little bit like the Wizard of Oz. What is? That was Dorothy. Which I actually like the name Dorothy too. I really like old-fashioned names. Aw, thank you, Treasure Turd, for the $5 super chat. Someone is probably going to have to call maintenance and tell them they're the turd scraped off the sidewalk. Yeah, ugh. 14-hour shifts suck. I'm glad that you survived. Next thing I'd like to learn. Ooh, that's a good question. I do kind of want to like learn a musical instrument actually. Probably not anytime soon, so don't expect that, but maybe it's like my 5-year plan. I like you guys know me? I like music. Piano would be cool, or guitar, something like that. I don't know if I really want to like gum up my hands though, like because you have to get like those calluses on your hands. Um, I don't know if I really want to do that to my fingers though. That's the only thing. Maybe I could wear gloves. Can you wear like? Are there like guitar gloves that you can wear to protect your hands? Exactly, Madly. Just to keep extending the plan. You'll figure it out. No guitar gloves. Well, we need to start this. Could you do it with like cotton gloves? Okay, this is the thing. We should make guitar gloves. Why? Why has nobody thought of this? Like, not everybody wants gross calluses on their hand. Okay, maybe you'd have to get like leather gloves, I guess. She has a lot to do. Yeah, guitar gloves. Maybe I've just made $1 million idea and you guys don't know because you're all meanies. Hey, they're not gross calluses. They're just not what I want. Hey, thank you, Moat, for the $10 super chat. Thanks for mentioning Wizard of Oz. Odds. I've learned a lot. Awesome. He's a great reference. Well, you could probably do. You could do like a leather glove. I think. I think we could. I think we could start this for people who don't want calluses, because maybe they need nice hands. For whatever reason. Okay, if my big old fingers cannot get stuck between, like, look how big, like, there are people with big hands that play guitars. So there is definitely a way to wear a glove and play the guitar. Like, you can't convince me. Like, we're not wearing gloves that are like this thick. Like, we're wearing like a leather glove. You've never worn leather gloves in your life? And not only that, then you wouldn't have to go through that disgusting, awful phase where you're learning the guitar and your fingers get mangled because you have your guitar glove on. I don't have any fake hands. Well, you would just buy new guitar gloves. You wouldn't have like one pair for your whole life. I'm not gonna read those. Cadaver hands, peel skin, use second skin. Oh my god. Silence of the Lambs. What would you call them? Guitar gloves. not disposable. They were just, I mean, you have to replace like guitar strings and you have to replace like all kinds of things sometimes. So you would just replace your gloves when they wore out, you know. They wouldn't be a single use item, but they would definitely wear out, just like your shoes wear out. Anyway. Anyway. You guys, it's like you guys have never worn gloves before. Anyway, weird. Alright, guys. We're going to end it there, because clearly we're not going to agree with this. But I think I'm onto something here. So, says the girl who's never played guitar in her life. Okay. But I've used gloves. So, there you go. Alright, guys. I'm going to end it there. And I will see you guys in the next one. And I love you all. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And I'll see you in the next one.